With an initial grant of less than $54,000 and an interest-free loan of $114,000 more, the Social Security Board began operating just over 4 decades ago, looking after the financial needs of almost 30,000 insured persons. By the end of 2021, however, that number had ballooned to over 107,000. Prime Minister John Briceño hastened to point out that this number still only represents 66% of the total labor force and urged the uninsured to join this scheme in order that they could receive their benefits in times of need.
This means that about 54,000 people do not have Social Security coverage. To these persons, I say, get yourself registered, make your contributions, for this is the only way you can reap the benefits of your Social Security system in the long term.
Currently, there are over 14,000 persons on a Social Security pension, a number that keeps growing because of the number of persons that retire each year, coupled with the extended lifespan that people are now enjoying. This is the reason given for the need to invest Social Security monies so that they can earn interest to spread across pensioners in the future. The monies we contribute to the fund, the calculations show, will not be sufficient to care for us in retirement. In his financial review, S.S.B's General Manager of Corporate Services, Leo Vasquez, shared that of every dollar that contributors pay in, 72 cents go towards our pension, 19 cents go towards sick benefits, and 9 cents go towards employment injury benefits. Using an example, he explained that we get back all the monies we pay into Social Security over the years in just a couple of years of pension.
Someone who's at the 500 per week, and we say obviously the 520 at the 10% is 52. That's an employer and employee, for which, as you know, the employer does 55% and employee at 45. But together is $52. We said per week, 52, 2704 is your annual contribution to the fund. We then took that as an example for 10 years, 27,040. All of that money that you have put in for those 10 years comes back to you in 3 years, 4 months. And that will work for every wage band at that base rate.
This is something that S.S.B's actuary, Hernando Montas, explained to us afterwards.
Share contribution is not enough to finance pensions. The other source of income is from investment income on the portfolio.
And to keep the scheme current, S.S.B will have to hold consultations again on increases in the contributions we pay in. But Montas assured those discussions are a few years down the road.
This is the same thing that happens in the United States and UK. Look at the United States regulation. Periodically, they have been increasing the ceiling and the contribution rates. So the situation in Belize will have to follow the same path. Okay. So every 10 years, more or less, increases in contributions will be required. To get 60%, which is the ILO international rate, to allow you to keep the same standard of living, you need to pay more than 10% contribution to Social Security. But we are doing here, and in all the CARICOM countries, on a gradual step.
Another consideration when this discussion comes up is the proposal to extend the retirement ages, which currently stand at 60 for voluntary retirement and 65 for mandatory retirement. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.